A $200,000 promise nearly slipped through the cracks in Angelina County. Angelina County Precinct 1 Commissioner had to track down a solar farm company months after the money was supposed to have arrived to make sure the county roads got the repairs they were promised. Azalea Springs Solar Park on Highway 103 outside of Lufkin. This is what we're talking about. East Texas News Weekend's Melly Valencia has more.
Construction on the Azalea Springs Solar Park was completed in 2025, but when Commissioner Tim Sprinkle took office last July, he found unfinished business waiting on his desk.
After looking at it, I realized they had some obligations that they hadn't fulfilled yet.
One project, repairing Newman Cemetery Road, got done quickly, but a second obligation was bigger. $200,000 the company promised towards repairing county roads.
And Sprinkle said that no roads were damaged while the solar farm was building their property here in Angelina County. He did say that that number was put in the county's original agreement with the company to help repair roads around Precinct 1. Now, why the delay? Well, Sprinkle says that comes down to accountability.
It can be tough trying to get that amount of money out of folks. I think it took us about 6 or 7 months to actually get the money finally delivered to us.
Sprinkle says he pushed for weeks, emails, phone calls. The county attorney drafted a new agreement to finally secure the funds.
I'm glad we were able to hold their feet to the fire, get the money in for them, because it's going to be a benefit to those residents on those roads for sure.
The county now plans to use the money in 2 phases, starting with North Homer Alto Road, then South Homer Alto Road. Sprinkle says he hopes work begins this year, but it may stretch into 2027.
They elected me to do a job, and I take that job pretty serious, and I want to be, a benefit to anybody that I can in Angelina County.
Melly Valencia, East Texas News Weekend.
Sprinkle says there are currently no other outstanding agreements in his precinct. He says this case is a good reminder for residents to keep watching how development promises are followed through on.